wywaliło na to. I musiałem to usunąć. Wczoraj musiałem usunąć, bo jakie tam prawa autorskie były. Coś tyle musiałem usunąć. Wczoraj się zapis ma. No to chodziło. A nie może spać. No to poczekam też do godziny 22 i potem się prześpię. Żeby rano pójść po tę misję. W ogóle stream odpalony? Jest. Czemu mi się tu nie wyświetla? Bo teraz się wyświetliło. A tyle robię zapisy datni. Mogę tylko teraz się prześpieć do godziny. O, może być 5. Wiecie, to się nie rozpisywać. Ja nie wiadomo ile filmów, to stwierdziłem, że usunę i zrobię to zrobię jeszcze raz. Wiecie, aby się nie rozpisywać na tyle godziny. Tam 3 minuty. Teraz tylko nie tak, tylko ustawienie subskrybenci minuta.
Oh God. Eat. Food.
Okej, nie tylko go wybrano? Tak, wybrano tylko. Jedgalka. Zrobimy to w komisję, bo ona jest dość prosta. Patrzcie, na Steamie robiłem.
Yeah.
Teraz prosto do przodu. Konikom to szybko zrobię. No, tylko by tu jeszcze nie ma, to by godzina 6. Tu jest strażnik.
Are you quite... Hey! Stop that! Christ! A thief!
You there, stop! Surrender!
Poddaj się.
God!
You were seen in the... You should have thought...
Nie zaczynaj ze mną. A jestem na usługę. To się nie uda. To by było, to się nie uda.
Enough!
O, porażka.
What do you want? You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy. I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
Dobrze,
If
pomogę
you
ci.
need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 3, actually 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers. Sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or
Aha,
as the Pope would say, excrement.
Czekaj, czy dwa, dobra. Czemu tak nie
How
masz?
come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me, and I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
They're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Powiedz mi więcej, co patrzę.
Is there
Oh.
anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
Dobra. To było, to było.
What do I
Tutaj.
need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water.
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
Powiedz mi coś
Can you
więcej.
tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
A nic
What
ciekawego?
can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
Dobra, jeśli
That's
nikt
all
nie
I
będzie
need to
chciał, to powiem, że
Good luck then.
Czyli dobrze wiedzieć. Ja straciłem 150, a tam taski mam dużo. Tylko ciekawe, czy będą mnie porozmawiać. Że sklep będzie nie otwarty, ale myślę, że sklepik powinien być otwarty o tej godzinie. Aha. To nie. To porozmawiam pierwsze z nim. Gdzie on w ogóle będzie? Chyba tutaj. Porozmawiaj.
Shit. Sod off. Shit.
No, to była godzina. O, to tak. Godzinkę jeszcze poczekam. Dobra, teraz tak.
God save you. God be with you.
Dalej śpi?
Shit. Sod off.
A tu jesteś.
Greetings.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
Lepsze to
But
nie
having a job
sprawdzam.
could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
Well, who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
Chodź.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living...
Dobra, odejdź
Take care.
się z kościela. Tak będzie chyba jeden dzień poczekać. To są tutaj porozmawiam. No, jeszcze nie otwarte. To pogadałem z nią. Jest.
distress, but deliver us. Jesus Christ.
Czy to ty jesteś gospodynią?
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Merchant Hagen isn't just anybody.
I've heard of him, that he's a good Catholic.
Really? Well, yeah, I'm sure he is.
Truly. People still talk about the lovely service he arranged for his wife's funeral.
So you wouldn't mind being his housekeeper?
Well, I don't know. What will Father Francis do?
Co się nie
Where's
stało?
Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sassau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sassau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
God bless.
Dobra. Okej, sam sobie zmieniłem go, nie? Ustawiłem tego względu. Ona mogę ustawić tak jak było, ale wtedy tak, przyjdzie, popiszę pełną za chwilę i potem, albo potem wyjdzie. Po prostu chcę sprawdzić, jak to będzie wychodziło tym razem. Dobra.
I'm at your service, sir.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Niektórzy tak myśli mają, że nie, chcę sprawdzić, jak to będzie wyglądało przez jakiś czas. No to przed prostym chcę sprawdzić.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young, nimble.
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, of course. It goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know.
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home. Take
Koniec
care
mowy.
now.
Teraz tak. Teraz pasowałoby podejść i się popytać o tą kuchareckę tego księdza. Tego kucharka. Tylko nie jestem pewien, jak ma się zakończyć ta sprawa z mieczem. Bo od tego, co tutaj sobie na Steamie, to jeden ma dać mi kawałek miecza. Jak od niego odebrać? I to sprawdzę się na necie. I tutaj wstawiam tylko. Gdzieże... Dobra, mam. To nie dane. Dobra. Czekaj, gdzie tam... Tu będzie sprawa?
What was that noise?
Kościół. Mamy. To nie będzie w środku. No, oczywiście, muszę się odwołać, ale... Zobaczcie. Potrzebuję twojej pomocy.
Father, I need your help urgently.
You? I recognize you. You're the Skelett's blacksmith's son.
Yes, that I am.
I'm sorry. What did you want?
It may sound strange, but I need you to go back to St. James. The locals need their spiritual shepherd.
No. No, certainly not, my boy. That's one place I shan't be going back to.
Nie będę go przekonywał ani nic. Czemu to twoja parafia?
Why? It is your parish, after all.
A parish that's little but a ruin these days. And besides, God forgive me, but I'm afraid. All kinds of ruffians are on the rampage around Skelett's.
It isn't completely safe, but most of them are gone.
As my father used to say, why take the risk?
How did you manage to get out of Skalitz?
I didn't. I wasn't there during the raid. I was here at Sasau for confession.
And why aren't you with our folks at Ratai? What if Sir Radzik has need of you?
Look, here I'm an honored guest and well cared for. In Ratai, there's hardly room enough for the refugees already there. And what's more, the parish priest doesn't like me, which happens to be mutual. The last thing I want to be doing is haggling with him over where I can sleep or how many slices of bread I'm allowed to eat.
He certainly isn't known for being generous.
Koniec rozmowy.
Take care now.
Chciałbym znowu porozmawiać.
Father, I'd like to...
I already...
Koniec
Take
rozmowy?
care now.
To jest grane. A, tu jest.
Father, when do you plan to return to St. James?
I beg your pardon. Why do you ask, my boy?
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Ratai and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now. Take care now.
Dobra, to tyle chciałem wiedzieć. Wykonam tą misję i się z wami pożegnam. To chcę pogadać w sprawie kucharki.
Deliver us from it. God save. How may I help you? Good night.
I asked around in Sasau. Father Francis is doing well in Sasau. He has no plans to return to St. James anytime soon.
You talked to him? How is he doing? Doesn't he need his cassette fixed? He's always tearing it. There isn't a pew or a step he hasn't tripped over at one time or another.
Wszystko ale się nieźle.
As I said, he's doing just fine.
God bless.
Osiągnięte. I teraz tutaj będą się decydować.
God be with you.
Naszym
You hear
wodę.
about the water carrying?
Aye. I can hold water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
Co z tego będę miał?
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but you'll have to scratch my back too.
Fair enough. Show me where it itches.
No, you dolt. It's just a saying. Like I do something for you, and you do something for me.
Ah, right. I see. Well, as it happens, I've got something great for you. Treasure you wouldn't dream of.
Treasure, you say? Right, you got my attention.
I see you're a smart man. A man who knows a thing or
Czyli
two
go na
about
pewno
the
wezmę.
world. I've got... Wait for it. I've got a piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Never heard of her. Who's she?
She was a great queen in ancient times. She gave Solomon a sword.
No
A
to
sword
ciekawe.
with magical powers.
Magical, eh? You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
No, it's true. It's in the Bible. And this sword,
Lubię sobie takie
once it's
zlecenie
put
nawet.
back together, nothing can stop it. It can cut through bones,
W kolejnym odcinku
teeth,
będę chciał robić wszystkim
even
film
steel
tutaj.
and stone.
I see.
I potem
You've only
zobaczę
got
się
one
ze
piece.
fabułą, czy kolejny
What's that
powrotny.
for?
I couldn't get it all. The fellow I bought it off didn't have the rest. He sold off bits and pieces. They've got powers of healing, you see? And put strength in your... you know... manhood. What do you say? Deal?
Dobrze, zgoda.
We'll shake on it. I'll get you the job, and you'll give me the piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Agreed.
See you later.
Dobra. Dobra, pójdziemy teraz nie pogadam.
Jesus Christ! Your clothes! Were you assaulted? Damn bandits, may they burn in hell!
Czego ode mnie
What
chcesz?
do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me though, so I came here myself.
Jo, mam tych ludzi.
Look, I already have more people than jobs. You're a bit late.
But I really need a job.
Well, so does everyone else around here.
None of them has a husband on his deathbed.
Jak ci? Czym? Czemu droga?
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks. Unconscious most of the time.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
Jest mi co kłaski.
If you know how to cook fine food, I could get you a job at the merchant's house. You'd have a nice roof over your head there too.
All I've ever cooked is gruel and soup. Nothing fit for nobles. A roof would be grand though. Not so much for me, but for my husband. Is there any way you could arrange it?
No. Not unless I lied about your cooking skills. But he'd find out soon enough, and then we'd both be in trouble.
Dokładnie. Nie dbała się
What did you
wcześniej.
do in Skalitz?
I was at the silverworks, roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Ratai.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
Porozmawiam
All
o
right.
tym.
I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? Good luck then.
Could do with a bite.
Zastanowię się. Ona pójdzie... Antonia pójdzie do...
Good day to you.
You're
noszenia
one of the
wody.
people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rob. There was more than enough Peters in the mines, and not just in the mines. So...
Gdzie to dla ciebie
What
Walton?
would you give if I put in a good word for you?
Good word.
Sure. If I put in a good word for somebody to the bailiff, then that someone has a better chance.
But I haven't got a pot to piss in. I lost everything, and I'm in debt too. But I might know about an opportunity.
Oh? What kind of opportunity?
I heard about it at the mine, before Skalitz was raised.
So, what did you hear?
They found something they wanted kept a secret. There weren't any rumours about a silver scene, but what else could it be?
The punishment for stealing the king's silver is hanging or burning at the stake.
I know, but you can't be burned for stealing silver nobody knows about.
A mógłby coś innego?
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
Dostaniesz 2 razy większą
But it would be
rapotę.
twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Czekaj, 2... A to są te pieniądze.
Look at it this way. You earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly, and... All right, I'll take it. I suppose it won't kill me.
Good. I'm sure you won't regret it. That's enough for now.
Good
Czy
luck then.
wystarczy? Czyli tak. Noszenie wody.
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skalitz and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
No chyba się czekam.
That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No, it's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
Jak sobie radzisz?
How are you holding up anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
Dobrze.
That's enough for now.
To mi wystarczy.
Look, the bailiff is the one who will decide after I report.
So, I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. God be with you.
So you're keen on
I've been keen.
and you had another...
No.
Dobra, czyli on
That's
będzie
enough
do
for
noszenia wody.
Look, the bailiff...
So, God be with you.
Ona by była teraz tak. Teraz Antek. Co mi teraz powie?
Can I help you?
You
Noszenie
hear
wody.
about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
Somos los
What
extremos.
would you give me if I recommended you?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could. Deal then.
Zgoda.
Deal.
Nagroda od... Go.
What trade did you do?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Tonda the winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet.
Jeśli nie wiesz...
How are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
A ty dołączył do stresu?
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt.
To mi
I
wystarczy?
know everything I need.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
Będę o tym
I'll bear
pamiętał.
that in mind.
God be with you.
Garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions, all the crunches brown, fresh. Come right up. Bread, rolls and pretzels.
God be with you.
Teraz ty.
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. All right?
Fine. Ask away.
Co z tego
What
badania?
would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
I've got nothing to give.
Oh, come now. You say you want the job, so prove it to me.
Mother told me I should go and help. If you don't want my help, fair enough.
What did you do before this?
I worked for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father, anyway?
He was mojej. We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
Jak się
How
radzisz?
are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
Wynosić.
What happened with bailiff? You couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
Aye. I want to carry what?
That's all? There's nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
That's enough for now.
Tu nie zostanie nic. Koni Helios.
My respects to you.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
Jeśli
What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person can't get a job. Only one who stoops to bribing?
Come now.
sobie wiedział.
I just want to help, but I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff to take you.
All right. I don't have anything, but I know the armourer in Sasau, and he'll give you a good price if I have a word with him.
To nie zaboli. To się nie przyda.
No good. I already know enough blacksmiths and armourers. You'll have to do better than that.
I've nothing else to offer. Take it or leave it.
A mógłby ci za cenę.
There's also the option of emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Oh, that's not bad. But for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
Odwrotnie. Tu tam nie wystarczy. Teraz Cornelius. To już chyba wszyscy załatwieni.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers, asparagus and cream.
Ty tu porozmawiać.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Chciałem znowu pytać Petra.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
I tak. No i wymienić.
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Teraz tak. Wojciech Czekan.
Goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
No, że nie wiem.
Carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Następny. Pietrasek.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Opróżnianie latryn.
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Dalej to było Antyk.
Tonda. They call him the winch.
The winch. Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
Noszenie wody.
Carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
To następny. Bartek, syn Moja, czy Cornelius. Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
Lepiej ktoś inny poradzi.
She can handle the job. Have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her then?
Nie. Oprócz mnie raczej.
Good. One person for this job. Next.
Nie. Cornelius?
Cornelius.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him? I'd like to see him with buckets of shit.
Nothing.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
That's it.
To wszystko.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
Podjąłem decyzję.
I chose a cook as well. Should I tell you or go to Hagen?
Tell me who you chose and I'll take care of it.
Agnieszka.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was worth it. She's the best cook around.
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on Hagen for lunch sometime.
Koniec rozmowy.
I feel quite hungry.
Zadanie wykonane. Teraz tylko dwa zapłatę i można kończyć tego streama.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Good luck to you.
Rozkalica. Antek.
God be with you.
Dear people, don't leave a poor woman to starve. Sigismund took everything I had. The godless beast. Have some compassion.
Mamy wieśniaka.
Yeah.
Żebrak. To ja.
God's blessing. God be with you.
Cornelius.
You said you'd return the favour if I put in a good word for you.
True, true. And I keep my promises.
So, what have you got for me?
Go to the armourer in Sasau and tell him that Cornelius and King Charles sent you. He'll understand. Got it?
Right. Cornelius and King Charles.
May the Lord watch over you.
Messiani. Second.
I'm glad to see you.
Prawa
So,
nagroda.
about that reward you promised me.
You kept your word, so will I. Here you are. God be with you.
Fragment miecza królewskiej Saby.
God be with you. God be with you.
Good health to you. Good luck then.
To chyba wszystko, co chciałem powiedzieć.
I'm from Skalitz and, well,
Just a second.
you know...
Tu nie mam poziom. Szósty poziom.
Yeah. Yeah.
To nie on.
Yeah. Yeah.
God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Dziwne, pogubało mi się. Jaka to zrobimy to inaczej. Bugowałem się.
Look what I've got you. Powiemy tak, że ja tu kilka zapisem. Co jest? I też się tu pożegnam. I chyba zapis był robiony. Gra mi się zawiesiła. Ale tak, ja się tu pożegnam. Próbuję później, jak wstanę, to sprawdzę, czy jeszcze ze mną jeszcze nagrywam. Jak nie, to robię tą komisję. Podbieram te nagrody. I zapiszę gierkę i zapiszę tę gierkę. I na kolejnym live'ie będziemy kontynuować dalej misje poboczne. A na razie też się z wami żegnam. Więc nada.